What's up, guys? Matt Brown here for thelines.com, playpicks.com. Let's talk some Sunday night football between the Broncos and the Chiefs. Got a decent angle on this one. I think a way to play this multiple different ways. Actually, as always, everything we do absolutely free. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button and let us know in the comment section with a thumbs up as well how you're going to go ahead and play this game tonight. Is there anything that I missed in this video? Be sure and let us know. But I think we've got a decent way of going about playing this one. Taking a look at the line as we see right now, this thing has plummeted. It was as high as 10, and here on Sunday morning, it has gotten all the way down to 7.5 at DraftKings. You can see 8.5 at other books. Now, while there's not a huge difference from a straight betting standpoint, from massive movement here just from a teaser betting standpoint, because 10, obviously 9.5, all those outside of the teaser range. Now you've moved inside the teaser range here for the Chiefs if you want to bet on that side of the ball. On the injury front, guys, it is for the Chiefs, it's just Clyde Edwards-Helaire that is questionable for them, and then Lucas Niang is out for them, lineman for them. On the Broncos side of things, Melvin Gordon is out at the running back position, and then they have a bunch of guys that are questionable. Garrett Bowles at tackle is questionable. Bobby Massey at tackle is questionable as well for them. Jonathan Cooper at linebackers, questionable. Shelby Harris is questionable, defensive end for them. So there are a lot of guys that are questionable for the Broncos, so definitely pay attention to that injury report when it comes out 90 minutes before this game gets started. Do you believe in the Chiefs? Do you believe in this Chiefs turnaround? Do you believe that they figured something out on the defense and on the offensive side of the ball? I mean, here's the big thing. We were talking about how bad this defense was to begin the season, but it actually started to pick things up here. It was the offense that we should have been more concerned about all along, because that offense was not efficient for the longest stretch there, but it looks like they figured something out here recently. If you look on the Denver side of things, what you're getting is an offense that's about middle of the pack, right? It's 15th overall according to DVOA, 15th overall according to Pro Football Focus. If you look, they don't do anything in particularly well. It's middle of the pack pass offense, middle of the pack rush offense. It's nothing that there's really nothing here that you look at and you say like they do particularly well or that they do particularly bad. The only thing is they give up a ton of pressure. That is the one thing that they do poorly on this offensive line. The pressure rate allowed against Teddy Bridgewater so far this year, 32nd in the league, dead last. And what we have seen from Kansas City here recently is that defensive line getting more pressure on the quarterback. They've actually done very, very well as of late, getting pressure on opposing quarterbacks, which could spell some trouble there for Teddy Bridgewater. And you know, again, Melvin Gordon's not in there to help kind of be the safety blanket for him as well. I'll scroll down a little bit further if you want to read kind of this matchup thing here. On the offensive side of the ball for the Chiefs, do you believe that Patrick Mahomes has figured out that it's best to just play within himself? Because what we were getting early on in the season for Patrick Mahomes, and of course, I should mention this is the Chiefs coming off of a bye in this game. What we're getting with Patrick Mahomes was that he was trying to make too much. He was trying to do too much. He was trying to make every single play a highlight reel play, and he wasn't just taking what the defenses gave him. Now, the last few games, he started to do that, and this offense has started to move the ball a little bit better. Did during the bye week, they sit down? Did they figure something out? Did they say, hey, Pat, we get it. Your best quarterback in the league, could be the best quarterback of all time before it's all said and done. That being said, you got to play within yourself. If they're not going to give you the deep ball, don't take the deep ball. Just play underneath. Chip away if we got to do that. So we shall see how they go about, the offense, how they go about playing against this Denver defense, but how the Denver defense decides to go. Because listen, this is a defense that likes to blitz a ton. They blitz at the 9th highest rate in the NFL. But what teams have started doing against the Chiefs is they don't blitz. They'd rather have more guys in coverage. They'd rather have to try to just get the pressure with the front four and let Patrick Mahomes have to pass in front. Because what we found with Patrick Mahomes is he was one of the best quarterbacks ever against the blitz. He knew how to read it. He knew when it was coming, and he knew exactly where to put the ball. And so we've not seen these teams blitz at all. The Ravens had a ton of blitz. Ravens are one of the most blitz-happy teams in the NFL. They're number 2 behind the Dolphins, and they chose not to blitz Patrick Mahomes at all. They blitzed him like 4 times the whole game. So maybe the Broncos decide to play him that way as well. What this really does spell, though, is it's a pretty good Denver defense in this thing. And so if you at 10 where it was, if you wanted to take Denver, I'd have been all over that. I think at this point, and this is only a recent development as of Sunday morning because of the movement, but this has moved into teaser territory for the Chiefs. And you're asking me to get the Chiefs just to win this game and especially DraftKings only by 1.5, but it's still under a field goal at everywhere else. You find either same game, either a same game teaser where you want to go with the under, or you just pair it into, you can just pair it into Monday Night Football or into a game next week as well. So I understand it's not the greatest scenario, but to try to find a teaser leg on a Sunday night. But listen, these lines will be coming out for next week. You'll be able to do that. Or if you want to go on the underdog Patriots on Monday night, tease them up from 2.5 up to 8.5. That's an option as well in a very low total game. So getting them up to 8.5 in a very, very low total game is something that's pretty interesting as well. But for me, just if I'm playing this thing straight up, I played under 47. It's sitting at 46 right now, 46.5, I should say. What do we know about these island games? Typically is that these things get bet up. People like to play the favorites and people like to play the overs because people in these island games, it's on TV. Everyone gets to watch it. You don't have to have the Sunday ticket. You don't have to have anything special. You just get to watch it and people want to root for points, right? And so, my recommendation now would be wait closer to kickoff. It's not going to get that much worse. That's for sure. And if anything, I think it gets better for us under players to get back up to 47 and maybe even we've seen these things move a full point on these island games before because so many people come in and start betting these things over. So you might even get an under 47.5 as well on this thing. So I really do like that. I mean, listen, like I said, underrated defense for this Broncos team that's good. They got Bradley Chubb back that helps out. And then listen, the Chiefs offense, in those first 6 weeks, we get it. Horrible. Teams were scoring on 58% of their possessions. That's the worst in the NFL. Since then, opponents have only scored on 27.9% of their possessions, which is second lowest in the NFL. So this defense did figure some stuff out and has been playing much, much better. And this isn't a high-flying Broncos offense as it is anyway. And I think this Broncos defense can hold this Chiefs team in check as well. And again, so if we're playing a same game teaser here, I would take the Chiefs down and bump the total up. If we're just going to play the Chiefs in a teaser, roll it into either Monday night or next week or something like that, I'd take the Chiefs down again. And then if we're playing just this, I would play just the under. If we're playing just this game, just a bet on this game, it would be the under. With the under, let's try and see if we can get 47.5. I do believe that closer to kickoff, again, everyone betting into this market, that we'll be able to get it to that number as well. No props on this one, guys. Just a weird kind of game. I don't know what the Chiefs are going to look like coming out of the bye here, and with Melvin Gordon out for the Broncos, it really changes how they're going to do things on the offensive side of the ball as well. So I don't want to get stuck in any props that I don't feel comfortable about. So that's we'll just play some sides here. We'll play the under, play the teaser leg, and hope we get something home here. As always, absolutely free everything we do, guys. So go ahead. Hit that subscribe button. You'll be automatically entered into our giveaway, and then give us a thumbs up and let us know in the comment section. Did you find a prop you liked? Is there any other way to go about playing this game that I missed? Be sure and let us know. And good luck on all your bets here on Sunday Night Football.